good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, the app FM, and you are listening to the Morning App. We're back again. Hi, I'm Peter.
Good morning, I'm Pruett.
Ben here.
How are my levels? I feel like I sound weird. There we go. My voice is present. How is everyone's week? I know we have something to talk about. We will get into that.
Something.
My weekend was good. I mean, it was mostly consisted of doing the rest of my Oscar watch before the big night last night. But Ben, you?
Pretty good. Did you finish everything for the Oscar watch?
I finished everything I wanted to, so it's okay. I think I had like 6 movies left. They were mostly documentaries.
Did you see West Side Story?
I did see West Side Story.
Was it good? I never actually got to see it.
West Side Story is good.
Yeah.
I don't like Ansel Elgort, so he kind of takes it from
He's in the
me.
movie?
Yeah, he's the lead. That's why I have not watched it.
I forgot
yet.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, it's like, I know it's going to be good, but it's like, I don't know if I can watch it and be like,
yeah, it's
embrace it.
Great movie. Steven Spielberg kills it. The music's awesome. Shout out to Ariana DeBose.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Sorry. Anyway.
Talk about yourself. This is the moment where you're supposed to talk about yourself.
I know.
Selfish.
It's just my favorite night of the year, though, so it's very, very self-centric. I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm good, too. I slept a lot.
I got blown away by these freaking windstorms.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I looked outside. I looked at the calendar. Said, "Isn't it March 28th? It's spring."
Yeah. Good point. Speaking of which, if my fingers freeze in like the 2 minutes I'm walking from my car to the building when it feels like 12 degrees outside, there's no way Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't get frostbite and lose all of his hands in The Revenant. When that man is
some claims
walking around the snow for like a week with nothing, basically dead. Get out of here.
He was inside of a bear skin, though. You know.
It was a horse.
People who've not seen what you're talking about are literally.
He crawled inside the horse.
People who don't know, like who have not watched this, are completely confused right now, and I'm one of them because I have no idea what you're talking about.
All you gotta know is it's that movie where Leonardo DiCaprio is in the snow.
Right. I'll break it down for you, Peter. Leo kills a bear. He wears the bear skin around the wilderness, and it's winter.
The bear is insane. They show him getting attacked by a bear. It's maybe one of the coolest scenes ever.
It's really intense. Bears are scary.
Bears are super scary. But yeah, he basically almost dies by a bear, ends up killing it, wears the skin, gets like betrayed by some fur traders he's working with, then plunges around the snow trying to get revenge for
2.5 hours.
For 2.5 hours because they killed his son, who was a native. It's about like, it's kind of cool. It's like a Western.
Yeah.
And this is what you did this weekend. That's quite interesting.
I was just making a reference.
I know.
Just revisiting 2015 at the Academy Awards.
And that's all I did was try not to get blown over by the wind. It was ridiculous yesterday. It woke me up. It was so loud yesterday. It woke me up.
I was delivering groceries at Harris Teeter, and it was miserable. It was so bad.
It's going to be dying down today, but it's still going to be cold. I have gloves. G-Loves. I'm not feeling it. And then I didn't do anything to be productive all weekend either, so now I'm officially trying to catch up for the remainder of the year because I'm very behind in my classes.
Nice.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that just cute and interesting because we're about to enter our last full month of university.
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
You're weird. My weekend has just been consisting of that and, I applied to my first job. I kind of hope I get it considering I already work for it part-time.
This is the Charlotte traffic?
I hope so.
Yay.
Yeah. Because no offense, I'd be kind of upset. I'm like, why do you have me part-time if you don't want me full-time?
For some context, listeners, Peter operates traffic at a Charlotte radio station. And
Well,
Peter,
technically,
do you want to explain what traffic is?
It's like the person who's reporting like 95 southbound traffic is stop and go between exit 38 and exit 40. Not the most thrilling work, but I already do it, so they don't need to train me on almost anything. They just need to train me on doing like another part of the job.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, hire me.
Causing the traffic.
Hire me, because it'd be full-time work, and then I can get an apartment. The surrounding Charlotte area, for letting you planning on moving, rent is not terrible there.
Yeah.
In the surrounding Charlotte, like if you're okay with like a 40-minute commute, like Huntersville area is not that bad. You can get like an apartment by yourself, a one-bedroom apartment for like $900 a month, which isn't crazy if it's one bedroom, not studio, one bedroom. That's not that bad. Some that's a little on the cheap side, like of what is available. But yeah, I was like, I was doing apartment hunting yesterday because I was just like, I don't know, if I do have to move to Charlotte, I'd rather live in an area that I'm not already familiar with, aka South Charlotte. So
Yeah.
we're playing geography today. Everyone's learning about the Charlotte area.
Charlotte.
Both of these non-Charlotteans.
Yeah, no, my eyes glazed over a little bit with all the Charlotte-ness. Queen City, very, very cool. Charlotte.
Okay.
What's Charlotte?
Just, you know what?
It's a place.
It is just, hey, we got Panther Stadium,
It's a city.
and that's it.
They've got banks.
Panther Stadium, we have
Roads.
NODA, and we have roads. I agree with that. There's not much to do in Charlotte, unfortunately.
When the one and only, actually I've been to Charlotte like 5 times, but the most recent time I was in Charlotte, I was just eating at a restaurant with some friends, and every 20 minutes someone had to drive down the road and rev their motor to let us know how awesome they were, and I was just like, this is terrible, and I can't believe how frequently this happens.
Dude, that
It's
happens
crazy.
here. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Literally, we'll be in the studio and you'll hear it.
Yeah, it was intense.
People who have lowriders here are ridiculous. Speaking of,
If you drive one of those trucks and you like raise just the front of your truck,
the lift.
You were not a friend of the morning app.
you are not a friend of the morning app. Hear it first. I do declare.
Speak on it. Get on your soapbox.
It's King City. On the morning app.
I think I've only seen people do like the asymmetric lift rise thing with a truck like maybe once in person. Someone told me it's a Greensboro thing.
Nah, that's just people saying stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen it everywhere.
Right.
Sadly, I've seen it way too much, and I thought it was illegal now. That's the crazy
Is
part.
it?
Yeah, they like made it. It's kind of funny. They were like, "Nah, settle down." Like, they made it like illegal for safety reasons, which makes sense. Like your car is literally just at an upward angle.
Right.
You're just
But,
looking like this the entire time
yeah.
driving.
But I've still
Just crane
seen.
down, I know.
I've still seen people doing it. I don't know.
Well, this is why we should run a car maintenance show after this. You know that we were listening to like apparently in a podcasting class that I took, Miss Allison's class, we listened to like a demo of like an old podcast that used to run about these 2 dudes, and then I think like one of them died, so then they stopped doing it. But like of a car maintenance show, and apparently it was like super popular. I'm like, I don't know. I don't care how entertaining you are. Like, unless you're like real funny, I don't think I could listen to someone being car help for an hour.
Blabber about cars? No.
Also, I feel like it would be kind of difficult not to be able to see the car when they're talking about it, you know?
It would be like a call-in show.
Oh.
So it'd be like, Stacy from Ironsville, Alabama. What's your problem? They would not talk like that. But, you
Yeah.
know.
But Stacy Myers,
I don't know.
Yeah, you messed it up, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of them. You're making fun
I'm
of
not
them.
making fun of them.
making fun of them.
I am visualizing what their voices
One of them could
may
be
sound
dead.
like.
I don't know if they are, but one of them could be.
One of them could be. Yeah. All due respect to the car podcast men who are in my understanding very southern gentlemen.
Oh my God! If you are a listener and you are knowledgeable about cars, call us.
The morning hubcap.
Oh, that's
help out.
good.
Thanks.
The morning hubcap.
Thanks.
With that note, we're gonna take a short break, and then we're finally gonna get to talk about what Pruett's literally dying to talk about.
Fantastic.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Facebook.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, the app FM, and you are still here listening to the morning app, hopefully. But if you missed the first part of the show, hi, I'm Peter.
And Pruett.
And Ben.
All right, wait, let me punch the button.
Wow. Twitter update.
All right, what happened?
Yes, the Academy Awards, the 94th Oscar ceremony was last night, guys.
The Oscars were last night. Woo!
Yeah, and they were kind of crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't your ordinary
There was
Oscars.
violence on television.
There was. For our listeners who did not watch the telecast or who are not actively on Twitter, basically, there are comedians on stage at the Oscars sometimes who present awards, and for this particular award, comedian Chris Rock, voice of Madagascar characters among other things,
and
came out.
Everybody still hates Chris.
Right.
Still hates him, dude.
And we're making jokes to a couple members of the audience, including another Madagascar voice cast member, Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, wherein he
that was so shady. That was so shady, and you did not mean just like that's how you're noting them as.
Wait, yeah. First of all, I didn't even. She was in which character?
Is she Gloria?
Yeah.
She was
the
Gloria?
hippo.
What?
Yeah.
Just the shady. You might know her as the hippo from Madagascar.
But in any case, Chris Rock made a joke towards Jada Pinkett Smith
Jada.
about being a GI Jane.
It was literally the joke was literally, quote, "I'm excited for G.I. Jane 2," in reference to Jada.
Right. And the problem with that joke is that Jada Pinkett Smith suffers from this condition,
alopecia.
right, which causes hair loss. She's talked about it in a lot of different interviews about how she struggles with the fact that she deals with this hair loss. It is a delicate subject, not something to make light of. Chris Rock made light of it. Uncool. Will Smith, seated in the front row of the audience, like very close to the stage, reacts to this joke that Chris Rock makes.
Not positively.
By coming on stage, and at first we're like, what's going on? And I was watching this with my girlfriend, my roommate, we had some friends over, live. We're sitting there, and Will Smith comes on stage, walks up to Chris Rock, and then our TV goes silent, and we're like, what's happening? And we see Will Smith hit Chris Rock on live television,
strikes him on the cheek.
Yeah, comes back to his seat, mouths.
It's a slap box.
Mouths some things.
I listened to the uncensored.
Oh, yeah, there's an uncensored version.
Yeah, there's an uncensored version.
He basically said, "Keep my wife out your blank mouth."
Right. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Wah, wah.
He says it twice. Chris Rock is like, "Okay, man, will do."
Chris Rock literally said,
like,
"Okay, whoa, dude."
Literally.
He said, "Whoa, dude."
And in stunned silence, the rest of the evening came back to unfold. It was really tense.
And then Will Smith later wins actor.
Yeah, best actor, and he gives this crazy award speech.
He like half apologizes for like the moment,
but then also claims that he was listening to God and was defending his family.
God said
he wants to be a vessel for love.
Denzel Washington gives a crazy, really, really cool, note to Will Smith.
Yeah.
When you're highest, when the devil can get you most. It's really cool.
A bunch of celebrities in the commercial break after the Chris Rock moment, you can see them talking to Will Smith.
I was about to say, some people on Twitter, I want to break this down, because some people on Twitter were like, "This is staged. The Oscars."
I might be one of them.
It's not staged.
It's not staged.
Let
me go over it. Let me break this down. First of all, it's clearly not staged for one reason that you just brought up. Denzel Washington, among other people, were kind of trying to settle Will Smith down in the break, which I think is kind of ironic that you're settling down or kind of control the dude that just hit the guy.
Yeah.
But definitely not staged, especially working in broadcast production. Like, they cut the mics.
Yeah,
they cut the mics.
You never do that.
You
if you're trying to
never
make a
do that.
show.
Yeah, like the F words being dropped, they cut the mics. That was not staged. Especially like when you have a guy that's that high profile up for an actor like or an award like Best Actor. But yeah, crazy. But breaking it down further, Will Smith laughs at the joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was weird. He
does.
laughs at it first, and then like
Probably
Jada
reacts
does
to
not
Jada's
react.
reaction.
Yeah, Jada's salty, and then it cuts back to Chris Rock, and then while it's still on Chris Rock, Will Smith walks up on stage.
Yeah.
So I wish there was an angle what happened in
Fair.
those 3 seconds, because you would think that Jada was definitely like giving him the stank eye, like, you gonna do something?
Yeah.
Very interesting. But the G.I. Jane joke, yes, not poor taste for the alopecia.
Yeah.
But like, also, G.I. Jane, it's a 1997 sci-fi film with Demi Moore. Where she has like no hair, shaved head. That was the premise of the joke. But I think my point of view, Will Smith is whipped. I mean, he laughs at the joke, realizes his wife doesn't like it, then does a full 180 and ends up hitting the dude, assaulting the dude that makes the joke. But it's also like, yes, Jada has been very open about her alopecia, amongst other things, like her fooling around with other dudes and saying Will Smith is not great in some areas in their relationship. So she's open about a lot of stuff. I'm just saying, if she didn't like it that much, she could have said something. Like, definitely, it could have been handled so much better.
It should have been handled so much better. Like that's one of the most unprofessional things I've ever seen on TV.
Yeah.
And there's no way it was staged, because if you're having a broadcast,
they would have gotten better angles.
Well, you never try and confuse your audience, and that's what we were. You know, watching it live, we were all confused. We're like, what's going on, you know? And then we're all just kind of like unsettled for the rest of the evening. Like,
yeah, you could also tell how shook Chris Rock was.
Because he
was like, okay. He was like,
I just got slapped by Will Smith.
Yeah, he was like, do I keep going? Like,
and he handled himself really well.
Yeah, he did.
Cool.
He did.
Do we have anything else to say on
about Will Smith?
Mr. Smith?
I just think that
Chris Rock getting rocked.
His award speech was kind of unhinged, and I'm excited to see how the next couple of days kind of unfold for him, because I don't know.
It's not going to be no death of his career. He has too much money for that.
We'll see. I mean, this is a PR.
There's literally no way it's the death of his career.
It's a PR nightmare, though.
It is.
It's going to blow over in a week.
He's going to have to be doing some crazy apologizing.
This is literally going to blow over in a week. I'm telling you this right now.
For actual updates, Chris Rock
he's not pressing charges.
Did not press charges, or is not planning to.
That's why I think. Okay, there's no like charges to be pressed. There's no reason for the story to continue past people just continuously talking about it. It's gonna be done in a week.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It could have some. I mean, yeah, in the news cycle world, it'll be done. It won't be talked about in a week, but it'll definitely carry some heat for them. And also, like, yeah, I would not be surprised if in the next couple months we maybe finally see some drama between Jada and Will, like some ending drama.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. That was wild.
That's a spicy take.
We'll definitely see what happens. Like, I think that it's just a really unfortunate timing on Will Smith's part, because when an actor wins an Oscar, that usually takes them to just another level of respect. And I think
him winning the Oscar is kind of like a bad thing just for the speech.
Yeah, it was so. Like, your emphasis is in this speech when he talks about how his mom's gonna react. He's like, I think this is kind of a complicated moment for me right now, but it's oh my god.
I had to switch up the whole speech he had prepared, I'm sure.
Right.
He's like, let me just tuck this away.
He was just freeballing. But let's talk about the actual awards themselves real fast.
Who won?
Coda
won. I saw.
Best Picture. Yeah.
I was surprised. I was actually very surprised with that.
I don't know. I wasn't that surprised.
I didn't think it was a bad movie.
No, and I just didn't think Power of the Dog was gonna win. Honestly.
I had faith in Power of the Dog up until it didn't win
anything.
No.
Yeah,
it really won nothing.
But for Best Adapted Screenplay, once Best Adapted Screenplay went to Coda, I was like, Coda's gonna win.
Did get Best Director.
It did. Shout out Jane Campion.
She's the third woman to ever win. English. She is the third woman to ever win Best Director at the Oscars.
Yeah. Following last year's Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and then Catherine Bigelow for The Hurt Locker.
That movie is so good.
Nomadland?
So good.
I do not like that movie.
You don't like Nomadland?
I totally disagree.
Talk about just like someone like just jumbling a bunch of plot lines. Like, I mean, there's just like no. I get I get those movies that don't really have like a structure, but like.
Directing wise, that movie is amazing.
Yeah. But the actual movie.
I really like Nomadland.
I really did.
It's on Hulu.
So I think it's really effective look at what like an American life looks like in the 21st century for these like lower class, like I work at Amazon seasonally, whatever, you know.
Yeah, they control me.
In terms of else who won, as you said, Ariana DeBose won. She's also, speaking of third, she's the third person to ever win an Oscar for the same award. Like, she won for Anita
same character.
Yeah, same character, playing the same character. She won as Anita for West Side Story, which previously went to Rita Moreno, also winning an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. So
who she shouted out in her speech.
Of course,
cool.
Who wouldn't? I can't believe I'm so freaking amazed. I'm so happy for Ariana DeBose. Thank you. That was my win. Coda winning was also really cool, but that was my win when Ariana DeBose won.
Troy Kotsur won for Best Supporting Actor as well, which was super cool. He's the first deaf performer to win in that category, which is awesome.
I believe he's the first. He might be the first deaf person ever win an Oscar.
No,
or did
Marley Martin won in 1998 for won Best Actress.
I was gonna say the woman who plays opposite him in Coda. I knew she won an Academy Award. I just didn't remember if it was for the Oscars.
Yeah, it was in the 90s. Don't know the exact year, but yeah, he's first male deaf performer. But yeah, very cool.
Exciting.
Dune won a lot.
Dune,
of all things, I know everyone loved Dune.
Did you see Dune?
No, I didn't.
I mean,
I'm not going to.
All the things it won.
I don't care about science fiction.
All of the things it won. Well, then don't talk about like.
I'm just surprised.
Everyone liked Dune, but I didn't see it. But I think
I'm just surprised that was not the movie everyone was talking about, like for the Oscars season.
Yeah,
you know?
but the things it won, it made total sense. It won cinematography.
Yeah.
It was epic. Visual effects, epic. Score, Hans Zimmer, epic.
One for editing, production design.
Yeah, it won all production elements, which makes a lot of sense.
All the craft awards, which is crazy.
Because it was like, it was a 3-hour just like
It was insane. Like computer, I think there was a lot of buzz like prior to the Oscars about Dune in the craft categories. You know.
Yeah.
What about craft services? Did they get Best Oscar for craft services? False.
Doubt it.
Also, like, what else in those? Like, for those categories, what else would have beaten it?
Yeah,
like,
nothing.
I don't see anything.
There's literally nothing that compares to how well made Dune was.
I was about to say the only category maybe best score and Kanto, but like I wouldn't put.
And I feel like
I actually like the scores in a lot of those movies. I like Parallel Mothers a lot. That was my favorite.
Also, musical movies I feel like are in a different sort of category if you're comparing score because. A, you have the benefit of lyrics. B, original songs to a story compared to like a Hans Zimmer. And yet, I'm equipped to talk about Hans Zimmer. I do know about him.
Yeah.
I do. I think that'd be like apples and oranges at that point. But it's just like how they have a category.
Kanto was in there. I mean.
But it's just like how they have a category for animated movies, which that's not a category. You could have. It's just a medium. I get very
animated movies.
Animated movies are not. They should not be their own category. They shouldn't, because you can have a horror movie that is an animated movie and Turning Red. There's nothing similar to them whatsoever.
They're animated.
That should not. Okay, but we don't have a best live action movie. We don't have that.
Yeah, we do. It's called best.
Why can't animated movies be included in?
They are.
We're not.
You can have an animated movie nominated for Best Picture.
I know, but I don't like the fact that we have their own little section for animated things. I don't like them being like compartmentalized.
If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to feature a lot of animated movies at the Oscars.
I think they should be included. I think they should be included more in like.
You have to vote for what's Best Picture. That's how you get the Best Picture nominees.
I know
that wouldn't happen with animated movies.
I was about to say none of those movies would have been good enough.
Right.
I know.
That's why we have their own category. It's like how there's like Best Documentary subject and stuff too. You know.
I know. I don't prefer anime movies. I just have a soft spot for anime movies, and I recognize that we are over time. So we're going to break really quickly, and then we'll continue this discussion in a second.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
You have the smaller class sizes, we have high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impact they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and I think a servant leader.
Being a Mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today. I'm really excited to enter the workforce with the skills that I've gained here.
For me, Appalachian really represents family. You know, I don't know where I would be without my Appalachian experience. I'm proud to be a Mountaineer in so many ways.
Any student that comes out of the Walker College of Business is extraordinarily prepared.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
WASU, the morning app. Hold on, the music isn't fully down. There it goes. You're listening to the morning app. Hi, I'm Peter.
Hi, I'm Pruett.
And Ben.
My nose is stuffy. It's cold outside, and that's why my nose is gross. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about gross things. We're gonna talk about the Oscars. Well, actually, I don't know if I have much more to say on the Oscars.
Amy Schumer still isn't funny.
Someone told me she stole that joke.
Which one?
She is literally the most unfunny person on planet Earth.
She made me and people I was watching with laugh a few times.
They weren't her jokes.
That someone said it was stolen. That's why I was like, oh man. I forgot the joke. I saw it on Twitter and it made me laugh. But then someone was like, this is a stolen joke.
That's incredible.
She's literally not funny. I don't know how she's famous. Like that is one of the things that irks me the most.
Her stealing jokes is a time-honored practice at this point.
I'm saying allegedly. I'll get sued.
Allegedly? Okay.
Yeah. Allegedly, the joke that I can't even remember the joke she said, but that was fun. That made me laugh. But if it's taken, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Well,
she has a Hulu series, and I'm not watching it.
Yeah, no, I'm passing anything.
Well, I thought by and large the host did a pretty good job of moving the show along. One thing that was really sketchy is when Daniel Kaluuya and her came on to present an award, they played Africa in the background.
By Toto.
Yeah, which is just a really kind of questionable choice for our black performers. Like, Academy, what are you doing?
That was not where my mind went at all.
Yeah.
Now I can't.
No, it was super weird because at first we were like, it's just kind of like a football game where the athlete gets to pick the song they come out on the field to, and then I was like, I don't think so. It's just, and I don't know that Daniel Kaluuya would have been like, Africa is
let's play
my
Africa.
pick. Yeah, no. Super strange.
God. I'm sorry, that's just so messy. Like, I love public messes. Like, if I had seen that Will Smith bit live, I would have laughed too. I didn't realize that. Like, my mind just did not make that connection. Who? The DJ needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not great. Not great. It's just a bunch of white guys, Like, it's.
I know. It's very problematic.
Yeah. But. Yeah, so some of the other music cues weren't great either. But anyway,
it was her joke on Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone said that joke was stolen.
Oh no.
And that was the one that made me laugh.
Gotcha.
The only one.
Well, man. She had a couple of funny ones, but yeah, that's tough.
I mean, I just don't understand, like, sorry, not trying to rag on Amy Schumer more, but like, there's just so many, like, this isn't a thing about women comedians either. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's everyone is funnier than her. Like, how is she famous? How is she this famous?
Right.
Is this real? Her as Spider-Man?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a bit.
I think my job here is done.
I thought it was kind of kooky. I like the.
It doesn't look good.
It wasn't supposed to look good. It was supposed to be silly.
It looks like an SNL bit, and I'm not a big fan of SNL, so I think that might be why.
Yeah.
It's just like, is it? I haven't seen it, so maybe I should keep my mouth shut, but it just looks like, isn't it funny? This person that you know is in a costume. Is that the joke?
No, it was like her and like the other two hosts, and they were doing a bit. And
I hope it was a good bit.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was silly. But in general, the Academy Awards were very, very, very messy this year.
And the Grammys are coming up too, ain't they?
Yeah.
The Grammys.
Yeah, I don't care about the Grammys. but in general, I had a great time. I hope that things blow over soon, and I hope that the Oscars continue to happen because the viewership was poor again this year.
Were there any other like big awards?
Big major awards?
Like
Coda
shockers?
won Best Adapted Screenplay. Like we said, Dune swept most of the craft categories.
Yeah.
I want to read this.
Oh, Cruella won costume design.
Yeah,
but that movie was like, that was A, expected, and B, like, I know everyone has stuff to say about Cruella. Visually, that movie is so freaking cool.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah, no, the costumes were really awesome, and the woman who won the award did like a fit check on stage too, which was really funny. It was awesome.
You know how I feel about my costumes. I was like, okay, like I knew Cruella was gonna win that one. Which is kind of a shame because that's actually not that uncommon for I'm not the Oscars master, but like there's certain categories where it's usually there's only one movie that actually super stood out for, say, costumes anyways. I don't remember all of them, but I remember looking at the list of being Cruella's gonna win.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, okay, to me it's not that satisfying or shocking of a win when like you know it's going to win it.
One award that I was surprised by was Belfast winning for Best Original Screenplay. That was Have you seen Belfast?
I have not.
No, I
I've
haven't.
heard good things.
It's a cool movie. Like, I respect it. I liked it. I wish I went to Licorice Pizza because I want Paul Thomas Anderson
I
to have an
still
Oscar.
need to see that movie.
I've still been getting I've still been seeing that movie get so much backlash.
I know.
What, really?
Which
of
I think is
the Asian
unfounded.
accent.
Oh, I've nothing.
That's intentional though. It's
I
supposed to
know,
show that
yeah.
this guy's stupid.
Oh, I know.
And
I've like read about it.
Reddit, Twitter's like, "Ugh." I'm like, have you seen the movie? Twitter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. That's on my I still have to watch I May Destroy You, which is not a movie. It's a series. I still need to go watch. I forgot, and I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I love how my list is not even fully together in my head. Yeah, this is why I don't get to watch these things because I don't even keep them in order. But yeah, God, Licorice Pizza was one that was kind of like. I kept seeing commercials for it, and it didn't look bad. I liked I liked the visuals of it, just commercial-wise. But it didn't win nothing.
No, it's my third favorite movie of the year.
Wow.
Really
What were the two? Movie Man.
Second was Power of the Dog because I really dug Power of the Dog. I thought it was awesome. And then first was this movie called Come On, Come On, which directed by Mike Mills, starring Joaquin Phoenix. I really like it.
I won't even pretend that I know that I've heard of it. Was it nominated for anything?
No, it wasn't. It was an A24 movie, but it's about a radio guy, sort of like an NPR style interviewer who's traveling around the country with his young nephew, kind of developing that bond. It's really good. Maybe just cry. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Recommend it. Oh, radio.
I don't cry, and I especially won't cry on the air.
No?
I'm about to take a break and cry.
Do it right now?
A cry of exhaustion.
Yeah, and I gotta go to class. I'm gonna avoid being slapped by Will Smith.
I mean, you'll get slapped by the wind.
Oh,
It's still whistling. I'm sure listeners are already hearing it. We'll take a short break.
I'll see you guys on Friday.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
I'm Grace Powers with App TV, and I'm here with the ultimate guide to App State for all of you brand new Mountaineers. Classes in session and campus life is back in full swing, so let me tell you everything you need to know to get prepared for a great fall semester.
Starting your college career can be stressful. Getting involved in one of App State's clubs and student organizations is a great way to get involved and meet other students. With over 400 clubs and organizations to choose from, you're sure to find something that's right for you. The Club Expo happened this past weekend, but check out appstate.engage.edu to see a full list of clubs.
And one of the best parts about being a Mountaineer, having the beautiful Appalachian Mountains right here in your backyard.
Make the most out of your time here in Boone and get outside and become one with nature. There are activities for all adventure levels, from mountain biking and hiking trails to river rapids and rock climbing. You can even rent outdoor gear from the Student Rec Center with just the swipe of your app card.
With a full class load and a brand new social setting, it's important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, especially your mental health.
Counseling and psychological services are available to all students. The center offers individual and group counseling, as well as addiction treatment, help with eating concerns, and more. Call to schedule an appointment, or in the case of an emergency, a receptionist will connect you with a counselor as soon as possible. Your freshman year of college is a time full of opportunities. I asked several App State students what advice they would go back and give their freshman year selves.
If I could give a piece of advice to my freshman self, it'd be not to be afraid to go out and meet new people and to try new things and take advantage of most opportunities.
So I would say to my freshman self, I would definitely say, just take your time, enjoy it, enjoy college life, get involved, and just have fun. College is the best time, and it's so much fun. And get involved and have fun. So.
I'd probably, if I could give any piece of advice, I'd let my freshman self know to get out there more. Get out of your dorm room, go do clubs or go just talk to people because everyone's just as nervous and scared as you are. So don't be afraid to meet people and chat with people because that's how you're going to make friends.
Well, I've given you the most important tips and tricks to have an incredible time here at App State. Now, all that's left is to make the most of your first year. I'm Grace Powers for App TV. Be sure to tune back into our regularly scheduled programming. You won't want to miss it.
90.5 WASU. You're listening to Car Talk with me, Peter Cooper.
And Ben. Two people that don't know nothing about cars.
I have in my portfolio, this is like, I hope no one goes through my portfolio. I was talking about it between the break. I have a video of, shout out to Jacob Minton, a video of me explaining for 2.5 minutes the sport of water polo, and I know literally nothing about water polo.
That's like the one sport I couldn't even talk about either. Like, I just know they're in the water, and you throw it. You throw the ball.
Yep. That's
the game.
Yep, it looks like the ball looks like a volleyball, but it's not a volleyball.
Yeah, very weird.
They only could chuck with like one hand.
I didn't know that.
All the players are yoked.
Yeah, they are all yoked because, yeah.
I was like very surprised to like try and learn anything about like that, but the whole joke was like it was for like news class that we take a what's it called?
TV news production.
Is it called that? Something like that.
The one where you actually make like news shows?
Yeah, we run the switcher and stuff. Yeah. We had that class, and one of our like stories that we cut to was as if it was a weekly segment, was called Sports Explained with me.
Yeah, that's very fitting.
Me explaining sports is I could barely explain hockey, and I love hockey, but like I'll just be like I didn't know what icing was for like the longest time. I'm like, why is that happening?
Yeah, it's always difficult for me to explain like hockey rules to people, especially because I don't like play hockey seriously, so it's hard for me to also like explain it.
You're wearing a hockey jersey?
Offside. I am wearing a hockey jersey. Let's go Rangers.
No. We're not doing that.
New Yorkers be like.
First of all, New Yorkers would. I mean, some of them, Rangers are like the dominant team in New York City, but you know, you get them talking about like the Giants. That's like a big deal.
Yeah, last game I was at, a Rangers fan got kicked out for fighting a dude. That's just that New York violence.
I wish I could see that. Like I said, I live for messy situations.
Yeah.
Because it's just like you get to see like.
It's just wild.
I was like, I'm not trying to talk about fighting on the air. I mean, I don't encourage it, but if it happens, I hope it happens in front of me so I get to watch.
Yeah, why do humans love conflict?
I think it's just a simple solution to complicated issues, you know. So, I mean, I'm the type of person who like I don't think this is so like armchair psychology, but I'm like the type, I do not believe anger is a necessary emotion at all. I hate.
Oh yeah, necessary now.
Well, but it's, I mean, no emotion is necessary if you want to get like super, even joy, but like inside out, I would fire anger.
Oh
you know?
yeah, I'd be like, get out of here.
For real, I don't like getting angry.
Icky.
Icky.
Yeah.
Icky. Yeah, I don't like screaming. I don't like shouting. And I especially don't think I could ever, like, raise a fist. Though, like, there was last week, I was getting so frustrated and like, with everything. I was like, I want to punch a pillow right now. Just to, like, get some of this emotion out.
Yeah.
You don't ever feel like a volcano?
Oh, no, I do. Yeah. Little things. The little things that pile up is what will set me off.
And then it's always like that one last thing that is super like innocuous, and you're just like, I can't believe that's what set me off.
Yeah. Like the Brita filter being empty.
Is that what happened to you?
No, but something that insignificant.
No, the things that set me off are like. Well, I mean, the last thing what made me so freaked out last week, I feel like all of them were legitimate things to actually get me upset and like freaking out with. I just realized my hat is off. Don't. If you're watching on WatchAppTV.com, I believe that's the URL.
Yeah.
App TV, we are live broadcast with cameras with our faces. And if you see me now looking a little crusty, I'm getting my hair done in a week, so I finally get to get my hair back together to a normal, not like this. It's quite literally just like in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to do this.
I need to get mine again soon. There's a place across from Zaxby's. Spanish lady does it for about $12. And really hooks it up.
And comparatively, though I probably do more to my hair than yours, a full perm and style is like $90 for me.
No, what? That is too much. much.
I get it for like, I want to learn how to do my hair. I actually am going to ask them like for notes because I think this might be the last time I get my hair permed here because I plan on moving and I usually get done every 5 months. So I'd be like, I need to know like what rods you're using, stuff, you know, all that stuff, and then maybe I'll just do it myself instead. I always take, by the way, just like that's an important thing. If you get a lot done to your hair, even if you don't get a lot done to your hair, ask your barber, your salonist, I don't know the term, haircut person, ask them what they're doing and what you need to ask for, like, especially if you're moving, because like how I like to get like the sides of my head done has almost never changed, and it's just called a 3-to-1 fade. And I have gone to every single because I used to have a friend who cut my hair, and she was like professional, so she would cut my hair, and when I moved I was like, what do I need to ask them when doing my hair? And 3-1 fade. And now I want to ask like, what rods do you use in which style when perming my hair, because even if I can't do it, I'll get someone else to.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I'm such a pushover. Every time I go to a new place, I'm like, I don't know, just clean it up a little bit. I trust you. And then that's how you wound up with your freshman year photo? Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, I don't like it. If I perm my hair by myself, I'm about to look like that photo of you. I'm just going to shave my head off. Like, for real, I'm like, all right, it's time for a bald moment. Do it, right? Do it for the summertime. Dude, yeah. I hate... Like, as my hair is, like, weirdly matted down, especially right now because I was wearing a hat, the shape of my head is triggering, like, in a bad way. It looks very normal. I hate my head. Yeah, it is one of those things where you could just shave all that hair off and have a weird-looking head. Giving me an egg shape? Everyone has the egg shape. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, but, like, when you're bald, given, like, full bald, and even on top of that, like, it'd be a buzz cut, mind you. I wouldn't like completely shave my head, but like even with that, like with facial hair, it's a wrap. Yeah. Hair care. I'm trying to think of somebody you'd look like. I don't know. I wouldn't look like anyone because all the people who actually like can rock bald head and like facial hair have like usually like jacked bodies and. No, the dude from the movie Sound of Metal. I don't know what you're talking about. It was an Oscar movie last year. The guy. I know the movie. Also in Nightcrawler. I know the Sound of Metal because I remember hearing about it. The lead. He is like skinny, but had a shaved head. Riz Ahmed. Oh, he won. I forgot about that. Yeah. And he has facial hair most of the time with his shaved head. Yeah, but he's got a strong jawline. I don't have that. You do have that. Hey guys, it's me. Whoa, his jawline is not that strong. It's stronger than mine. Debatable. There's this dude I run into every so often. I'll go to like some houses or whatever, you know, party, whatever. There's this one guy who is dating a friend of mine now, actually, and I don't remember the artist, and no one I knew had heard of him, but every single time, I don't remember his name, but every single time I see the guy, he'll be like, hey, it's that famous dude, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. I look exactly like him. Just go along with it. Yeah, for real. I'm not going to be complaining about nothing, but I don't particularly understand, like, the people I've been compared to visually, I never agree with, so. Yeah. Well, who do people say you look like? Tom Holland or Timothée Chalamet? Literally, no. I know, and then I'm like, okay. Just because I'm a white kid. A white guy. In the middle part. And small. Swallow a frog. You ever see that? When people say that Tom Holland looks like he has a frog hiding in his mouth? Yeah, that's what. Just do that. Yeah. Just put a frog in your mouth and family resemblance. I got Lee Pace because he has bushy eyebrows, and I'm like, that is the stretchest. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big one I get. I used to get Lee Pace a lot. I'm like, girl. And especially now, if you've seen him. I could actually get, I don't actually know his name, but Tommen from Game of Thrones. And the kid from the same person from 1912. Oh my God, him! Oh my God, he's in a movie I saw. Yeah, I feel like I could actually get George something, I think. Hold on, now we gotta get I don't know his name. Solving a mystery here, because he's in a movie I saw. Okay, I don't care about that. George McKay. Yes. Him? George McKay. That sounds like a 70-year-old man. Him? No. Oh, I was gonna say. Well, him too, kind of, I guess. No, the other one. I don't know. This dude?
Who are we looking like?
The only other babyface looking dude. No. Oh well, he looks way different. Like, look at what he looks like in Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh, who is that supposed to be? Me? You?
No, me.
I kind of see that.
But yeah, Tolman. Anyways,
it's Dean Charles Chapman.
Wow, that is an English name. Chapman. Tuesday, innit?
I'm just gonna let him talk. I should just do that. Just give you an hour of just like me sitting here and just processing.
Yeah, I wonder if Americans or British mock American accents the same we do them. Like, I feel like the main two they go to is the white dad voice, like the "Okay, Gerald," and like the.
Or no, they go for
extreme
accents,
southerner.
Yeah.
Like we do with them, and just the Tuesday in it.
We're gonna wrap up the show.
Yeah.
This has been the Morning App.
See ya.
Appalachian State University. Congratulations.